The history of Australia is now a little more detailed.
They reveal the way that Matthew Flinders attacked his work. This is really the first time that the world has actually been able to see this information.
When Matthew Flinders set sail for Australia, he took a library of source material, Captain James Cook's journals, as a guide. Flinders made his notes in the margins, the workings of mapping a continent.
So he's correcting some of those latitude and longitude measurements that Cook took, but he's also recording the first European, certainly the English translation of First Nations languages.
17 words in total, recorded and translated while on Menang Noongar country around Albany in WA.
His contacts with First Nations people, they were positive and constructive, and you can see that in the documented evidence.
The National Archives will now work with the Indigenous community to further research the language. The books are now back in Australia for the first time since Flinders left in 1803, and it's all down to Barbara Mason.
Amazing. You look at it and think, oh my goodness, this was actually written by Matthew Flinders in a book that was actually written by Captain Cook.
Barbara Mason purchased the books at auction with the sole purpose of donating them to the archives.
I've also always believed in, if you're lucky enough to have something, you should try and share it, to try and give something back that's meaningful to everybody.
The books will be carefully preserved, digitised and eventually put on public display. James Viver, ABC News, Canberra.